of 2021, at the age of 27, Giannis will also be a free agent and have the option to leave the small market Milwaukee Bucks. He's already expressed how strong his desire to win a championship is, with his teammates Middleton and Bledsoe often being questioned as being good enough talents to win a championship alongside the Greek Freak. Could he look to follow in the footsteps of LeBron and move to a different team?
NBA executive anonymously told The Athletic he predicts Giannis might be headed to Miami in free agency if they lose this series to the Heat. Max, let's stay with this. What would be the best destination for Giannis if he decides to leave Milwaukee?
You just said he's not going to stay in Milwaukee. And the reason he's not going to stay in Milwaukee was because there's a tide in the affairs of men, Stephen A., which, taken at the flood, lead on to great fortune.
See, he's now only following 9 people, which means he unfollowed all of his Bucks teammates on Instagram.
Hold
Get
on.
it together.
I digress. Let me get focused again. Okay.
I can't wait saying about Miami. But let me tell you something, Max Kellerman. Golden State would be...
Giannis Antetokounmpo being traded from the Bucks is no surprise to anybody, with him heading to the Warriors. This is probably the most insane thing to happen here in 2020.
I'm not sleeping on them. I'm snoring.
I don't know what their future plans are, but if he's leaving, he's packing. There's no way Giannis is going to stay in Milwaukee.
Welcome back to Sports Center with the breaking
motherfucker to bring me some motherfucking weed to the hospital, man. Fuck that.
What's going on, Andrew?
What's up, Mike? Welcome back.
Holy fuck, it's been a minute. God damn.
And a whole season.
It has, but short off season. We needed a fucking break after.
Yeah.
After that fucking ending to last season.
Yeah, we didn't really get time to process what happened to the Bucks, which is actually a good thing. So
it's just hard to watch our old podcast, and I was just talking all this shit about the Heat, man. And
I warned you.
I'm more scared of the Magic than I am Toronto.
There's one team I actually am kind of frightened of. Not by Bucks standards.
Are you saying the 76ers?
Hell no. I'm saying the Heat. I hate Miami.
All right.
I don't want to play Miami, and we're set to play them because they're the
what you got to
seed.
say, and then I'm going to counteract your argument.
And yeah, if you go back to the first episode, you say the team you're the most scared of is the Heat. And so they were our kryptonite, and I was like, fuck, man. I was being optimistic.
Did you say Boston or Philly? No, you said Toronto.
I said Toronto.
Yeah.
Fuck Toronto this season. Irrelevant as fuck. I love to see that. Oh, my God. I feel like when they didn't get Giannis, bro, I think they just fucking gave up. Love to see that.
Yeah.
Love to see that.
So, break done. Welcome back.
It's over. We're back.
So, we took a little break once the season ended. We can talk about what happened in the bubble in the playoffs.
So, I think everybody knew something was up when we lost to that game to the Magic. I was a little that's just so uncharacteristic for us to do. These last 2 seasons, we don't fuck around with teams like the Magic. That's a quick 4-0. And I knew the second we lost, something was up, and you could tell Giannis wasn't feeling. Giannis thrives off the fucking crowd. Yeah, I think he's getting better now. But
yeah, he does.
It was clear that he wasn't looking the same. And I don't think the Magic are terrible. But that's what I knew. I was like, oh, this isn't the best team in the league like they showed all regular season.
Yeah, but if you go back, like I said again, I told you that it was going to take a couple games for at least the Bucks, if not everyone, to just get used to playing basketball again because they took a big break. They had to figure out what they're going to do with coronavirus. And then the bubble is just different type of basketball. So you have to play at least a game.
The Mickey Mouse Bowl.
Yeah, so you have to figure out how to play and adapt in that bubble. So I wasn't happy to see the Bucks lose the first game, but Then again, it didn't matter because we did win 4-1.
Yeah, but so then it's the Heat, and then we go to the Heat, and I'm confident still. I'm still confident in the squad or whatever. And I remember you texting me after each L, man. It was hard, and then. Oh yeah, I mean, I've gotten better about not going on Twitter when I know it's just like it's just suicidal when you go on fucking Twitter, bro. It's terrible. But I will say I think one of my favorite Bucks moments in history now is that Chris Middleton Game 5.
Dragic on him. Shot clock at 7. Middleton on the drive, the floater's up, shot's good. Oh, tough shot from Middleton. He's got 31, and the Bucks are back up by 2. Bledsoe to Middleton. Middleton's got hero on him. Middleton for 3. Bang! Chris Middleton from downtown.
I think that is the moment Giannis said, "I'm not leaving, man." These guys, he was 0-3 against the Heat, gets hurt. Chris Middleton says, "I got you, bro." He literally said, "I fucking got you." And I teared up, bro, when they dapped each other up in the locker room and shit, man. I although that series haunts me, I still go back and watch that fucking game. I love that game.
I don't think it haunts me as much as it should because I kind of just like deleted last season from my brain. But I'll tell you what, when I'm watching Bucks games and I can tell the momentum swing is going towards the opposing team, what gets me back is always when Chris gets hot. And I said this in the car when I was coming home yesterday from Minneapolis. When Chris gets hot, that changes how the Bucks play. And it's just beautiful to see. Like Chris just like walk down, take a pull-up 3, and you're like, what? And then he just can't.
He got me fucking hard yesterday, man. That's my dude. He at times, man, this dude, I mean, rest in peace to Kobe. He's Kobe-esque, man. Just how he goes down that fucking court, man. He's like, I'm taking this fucking shot. And every time that ball goes up, you're thinking that fucker's going in. And I saw a good comparison. People were saying Chris Middleton's literally just a shorter KD, and that's kind of how I see it at this point, man.
Have you ever seen Chris miss a mid range ever?
It's money midi, bro. Money midi.
And when he does miss a mid range, he's hurt. That's the only thing I have to say. He must be hurt. He doesn't miss mid range.
So I know this isn't on the lineup, but I feel like it's our duty to discuss it. So a little thing happened in the offseason. Giannis signed a fucking 5-year. And I think if you deleted Twitter, that might have been the day you fucking reinstalled Twitter because it's going to be a holiday, man. That shit was so.
I had real tears because it happened before Christmas. And I was like, fuck Christmas. I don't need any more gifts. I got the Giannis Supermax.
Dude, it was, and I mean, you can go back to the podcast, man. You said that's literally going to be like the best day of your life, and for as mundane as the day was, holy shit, man! I was smiling all day, man, because
I had a final.
Wow,
yeah, so I was emotional,
and I'll be honest. I mean, we might not show it. I was nervous, dude. The Pens thing I thought was a little much when we did the Pens. I thought that was a little much. He even said in an interview he's getting a little annoyed once he got like his 35th pen. I was thinking, oh, he's gone, dude. And then
I can't say.
Then, during his birthday, then I was like, oh, he's gonna sign on his birthday. My dad was like, oh yeah, he's signing on his birthday. And he didn't sign his birthday. And I'm like, dude, this motherfucker's gonna wait another season.
No, I didn't think he was gonna wait another season because I mean, Giannis is my god, so it feels like I'm going to say something bad on him. This isn't bad. Giannis is like petty in a way where when people are talking about him, like waiting another season or like not signing at all, he like kind of took it personal. Insert Jordan meme.
It became personal with me.
And he was like, no, I'm going to show these guys that like how loyal I am. So he did it a year early than he like could have just to get the people to shut up so they can leave.
And I love the interviews like, they were getting like LeBron's reaction. Everybody's like, yeah, I think it's good. I mean, obviously I was in a different circumstance. Like Delonte West was, fucking my mom.
I'm not getting into any details and I never will. All I'm going to say is what I've said repeatedly, Max. And that is this. There were personal issues going on with LeBron James and his teammates. He was disrespected. And he was flat out betrayed.
So, you know what? I will say the first time LeBron left, it was warranted, but LeBron's been a little fucking snake ever since then, trying to film Space Jam 2 and shit. But yeah, bro, it was just nice. Just everybody kind of was like, damn, this dude's going to do it the hard way. This dude gets one ring. It's going to be better than LeBron's 4.
Yeah. So the Giannis Supermax did happen. It was Christmas for people that live in the Milwaukee area. Even you, Gainer. You don't live in Milwaukee, but I know.
Shout out Gainer.
Yeah, shout out Gainer.
We'll get you on the cast one of these days.
All right, so enough of last season because fuck last season. You watched the game last night, right?
Every fucking second, man.
Yeah, I actually streamed it in the car off my phone.
Yeah, you were on some bullshit. That fucking must have sucked. I was in the fucking cave watching that shit, drunk as fuck.
The connection wasn't bad. I got most possessions except any possession after a timeout I never got because it made me refresh my video. So from what I saw, which was like most of the game, I sent it to you and I also tweeted it.
I screen recorded that. I'll fucking.
So for first half, you already know you and me, we love BP. Portis is the man.
We're gonna get into that. I think you'll like my grade for BP.
You and I love BP. I loved what I saw from him in the first half. And I also don't understand what the fuck's going on with DJ Augustine. We agree on that too.
Dude, DJ, he's stepping up against the Pistons and the Cavs, which you always like that. But like, bro, we need you. He's pulling some questionable shots a lot of the time, man. And it's clear he's skilled. It's clear we brought him in to replace George Hill, but he ain't no George Hill.
No.
And that sucks.
I actually thought it was a really good game. It was actually like really fun to watch.
If you're a Bucks fan, I don't get how you can't come out of that game thinking, oh, we don't have the East, but you also can't come out of that game thinking the East is ours. I mean, the East is really competitive. I mean, I don't know if we want to talk about it, but I don't think Kyrie improves this team. I think Kyrie makes that team way more toxic.
I was actually very impressed with the Harden KD duo.
You say what you want about Harden as a diva. The dude distributes the basketball. Yeah, he distributes the basketball like no other.
I'll never deny that. I just hate him as a Bucks fan.
And can we say fuck the Rockets? You're irrelevant. You did get away with a good deal in that trade, but you are irrelevant for at least right now, and that makes my heart warm. I love that.
Okay, we still beef with the Rockets a little bit, but it was a really.
They're like the Warriors. They're not even worth beefing anymore, bro. Fuck them.
Oh, I love Steph Curry, but I mean, fuck the Warriors. But Steph Curry's a god.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Steph's doing crazy. I've never hated Steph, and I can't wait till he comes to Milwaukee. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be sick when he signs the max with us. But anyways, I already told this. I'm a little upset with Bucks Twitter right now. I have been.
Bucks Twitter is bipolar.
I'm kind of upset with Bucks Twitter the past week because what I don't understand is I get along with Bucks Twitter so well. I'm part of it, but I don't understand the Pat Connaughton hate. There's no reason for it. You guys need to understand. We have him for a role. He's not there to be, our superstar. Yeah, we gave him a shit ton of money, and no one's really happy with that. But I like the way he played last night. I actually loved the way he played last night.
Here's the thing. I've seen Pat ball. I've seen him ball. I know he's a hooper, man. This dude's legit. He's athletic as fuck. I don't hate Pat, but at the same time, I think the frustration comes when. I think it comes Budenholzer, man. Budenholzer puts guys in the weirdest situations.
No one understands Bud's lineup at all. But I'm saying
and we're gonna get into that. I think if we're gonna start breaking players down, I think we should get into the grades.
But when Pat is on the floor in meaningful minutes to him, not to Bud, because Pat plays a lot. I understand. I agree. He plays too much. But when he's playing Pat minutes, when he's giving Drew a rest or even Chris a rest. When he played those minutes last night against the Nets, I was so impressed. He wasn't shooting the ball too much at all. He was getting rebounds. He had
that air ball. I love that air ball. That air ball. Yeah, that's shit was why he's sick.
There. And then open threes, which he hit his open threes last night. So you can't. You can hate Pat Connaughton. That's fine. I won't really understand it unless you bring up the contract. I get that, but
what's that contract?
What?
What's the contract? You got a big contract?
Yeah, huge contract for Pat Connaughton.
Yeah, it's Giannis's boy. Okay, all right. Let's get into the grades because I got a lot to say about this team. Okay, so I say we start. I'm going to just name a player. We'll spit out our grades and we'll talk. Okay. Chris Middleton, I gave an A. No, just this season. Just
Oh,
this
this
season
season?
in
Okay.
general. Yeah,
Alright.
yeah. Chris Middleton, I'm giving him an A+. Now, obviously, Chris isn't A+ every game. He's a shooter. He's streaky. But he, to me, has shown improvement every single year. And it's a meme at this point to say Chris Middleton is underrated. But, dude, this guy looks like a straight fucking hooper. This guy has hit so many big shots for us. And even with that terrible call last night, that inbound play, he almost fucking made it. And it's just like this dude, he's dialed in right
It's
now.
like a classic Chris shot, too. I give Chris an A as well. On like all you have to say is he's 40, 50, 90 again every year. He's 54% from the field right now through what?
And he got that, and
50
he's
games?
got his points per game up too.
Yeah, so he's 40, 50, 90 again. He's shooting 54% as of last night from the field. That's insane. So that's A material.
Yeah, I don't think we need to cover Chris too much. He's balling, he's hooping. Giannis, little maybe controversial. This isn't like these grades are based on what I've seen these guys do and what they can do. I'm gonna give Giannis an A-. I think.
Okay,
you go. What are you giving him?
I was gonna say B. I'm actually not that impressed with Giannis right now.
Last night he was awesome. He looked fucking awesome last night.
Yeah, you want to know why? Because we had him in the fucking paint where he belongs. That's why. I mean, last night Giannis was like A. He was high A, like borderline A+, because we had him in the paint where he belongs, not dribbling up the ball.
Yeah, I think me and you're gonna have the same gripes with Giannis, and I think this is more Bud type stuff. I mean, the free throws are ridiculous, and we're gonna cover that. The free throws are ridiculous.
1 for 10.
I can say with a fact, me and you are better free throw shooters than the 2-time MVP, and that fucking pisses me off.
Actually,
that
we have a
pisses
whole about Giannis free throws. We'll get to that later.
Yeah, but so I want that, and the 3-pointers. They just don't look improved. They don't look.
Yeah, but the thing is, when I see the defenders like literally 10 feet off him from an open three, I can't.
He was making them pay last night.
Yeah, I can't tell him not to shoot because like it's literally an open three. You see Giannis in practice, he'll make open threes.
Yeah, and he was doing it last night.
I can't really yell at him for shooting open threes, but like contested, unless if it's a heat check, he can do whatever the fuck he wants.
My thing is, it's situational. We're down 19. I remember we're down like 19 to the Knicks. And he comes and pulls the throw. I'm like, why is that the shot we need right now, Giannis? We don't need shots like that. That's a terrible shot.
The Bucks you can tell because he can. His thing is putting people on posters, and he did that last night. He put his nuts down.
He needs to work more off the ball. He needs more work off the ball. Like this dude, you can tell he's just like, oh, I'm gonna go in and just drive this shit and dunk it. But man, like. Defenders are putting 4 guys around you now. You got to work off the ball, get open off the ball. That's where you're going to thrive, I feel like.
Giannis has good games and he has poor games. Last night was a good one. So I'm gonna hover around the B+ range for him.
Yeah. All right. Next one. Drew Holiday. What you got Drew at?
I could say A-.
I gave Drew a B+. I think Drew
it's basically the same grade. I was in between.
Here's my thing. He's too passive for me, man. This dude, you can tell, is a skilled fucking guy. He knocks down open shots. He's everything that Bledsoe wasn't, but at the same time, his stats are like identical, which is weird to me. I don't know.
What I love about Drew is that if he's in the paint, like he'll finish the rock. And we couldn't really say that about Bledsoe last year. I love how Drew finishes in the paint. And I also fucking love his defense. That's what I'm impressed with so far.
Yeah, he clamped hard in
scoring. Dude, he makes layups that like I don't even like Chris struggles with sometimes.
But Chris had some sexy layups last night too.
Yeah.
Chris is finishing. But yeah, I like Drew. I think he is an upgrade. I don't think we're a big 3. But I do think he's easily the 3rd best player in the team. And I do like him. And I don't think in playoff time he's gonna choke, which is good.
No.
Which is what we need.
And he's a vet, so that's cool.
All right, so we were talking about him earlier. DJ Augustine, what do you got him at?
C+.
Yeah, I gave DJ a D+.
Actually, so wait, mine was like recency bias though, because most of the games I watched were like so far this season. We've only played like 13 or 14. Most of the games I watched this season are like bigger games, but you said like you watched them against like the Pistons and the Magic. I actually didn't watch those games, so he might have played better. I don't know.
Come on. You didn't watch the Pistons? Dude,
we played
watching the Piston, it's a pastime of mine just watching the Bucks fuck the Pistons.
Yeah.
It's fun. So DJ, here's my thing. I feel like DJ's that guy. Let's like compare it to like when we were playing select. I think he was that guy that was hooping on the B team. He's been on a lot of really bad teams, but he's been a serviceable player.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the Magic, for instance. He's hit, like I even talked about it. He had a big shot for the Magic against the Raptors. Like
Augustine, 3 to shoot. He'll take. You bet. DJ Augustine, a cold-blooded tray.
He can be big time. My thing is, this is easily the best position he's ever been in to win a ring, and he knows that. And I feel like he's trying to do too much. He needs to let the game come to him more.
Role. He's here for the vet role. We need that. I haven't seen that yet.
And it's fluctuating. It's early in the season, even though we're like a quarter way through. Hey, just got a new Twitter follower. Good shit.
I just got that.
But yeah, so it's like a soft D plus. It's a soft A. There are more players I hate more than him, but last night, some recency bias. He fucked us.
DJ Wilson's flunking my class right now. All right. Let's move on to our favorite player. BP.
I'm giving you want to say it on 3?
Yeah, ready?
1, 2, 3. A plus.
Let's go. BP. We're the biggest BP stands in the world. We love him. I love what I saw from him in the first half. It was beautiful.
Yeah, Bobby's had one bad game this year, and it was surprisingly against the Knicks, which was weird because that's his former team. But dude, this guy is I don't know how to explain it. He's like what Thanasis thinks he is. I don't know. He's a hustler, man. And those fucking eyes.
He's like modern day Bucks Dennis Rodman. He grabs the craziest boards I've ever seen, like fingertip.
Yeah. Bro. I love Bobby. I don't know.
Over DeAndre Jordan last night, and I swear his nuts were in DeAndre Jordan's face.
Yo, fuck DeAndre Jordan. When did that dude become such a bitch? Holy fuck.
But
his NBA Wired was fucking, oh my God, I'm cringing the whole fucking time. This dude thinks he's the shit, bro. Fucking fuck DeAndre Jordan. He hasn't been relevant since 2011. But yeah, we love Bobby. We skipped over someone that I had the other DJ on the team. I think we should just Miss J Banana's another follower.
Fuck no, DJ doesn't even get.
I gave an F.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I don't. Okay, here's my thing. If you watch preseason, like I've watched every minute of Bucks basketball this season, he looked better. He looked a little better. But the thing is, Bud hates this dude. Bud looks at Thanasis and says, yeah, you're a better player. And I can't understand that. I literally don't understand that. This dude has not gotten...
Let's not beat around the bush. Mike, you know that part of Giannis' supermax was Thanasis getting more playing time. That's a fact. That's a fact, and you know it.
It better be. Bud, it better be. Because Bud, every time Bud plays this motherfucker, he's getting fourth quarter close game minutes against the Celtics. What the fuck?
It was part of the deal. I'm saying it. And guess what?
Was that real, bro? If
that's true, I'm living with it. I don't care.
You're living with it. I'll live with it now, man. I'll live with it in regular season. But if that dude gets a minute of playoff basketball, if the game is within 35 points,
I don't think
he didn't get 1 minute last night. He didn't get 1 minute last night. If you didn't notice, he didn't get a single minute.
In Brooklyn, don't worry. When we're playing big teams, I don't think that's going to be a big deal.
So I'm giving him an F as well. I thought I should just say I'm giving him an F. I mean, he's Mr. Hustle.
Yeah.
NBA Twitter's a little divided on this dude. I hate him. I like him when he is the fan reaction cam on the bench when he's just clapping and shit.
Oh yeah, he's good role for
I hope this doesn't, Giannis, if you're watching, bro, I hope this doesn't mean you can't come on the cast, but I mean, what are we doing here, man? What are we doing here?
We are for sure letting the GOAT come on the cast. This has nothing to do with Giannis. I'm just saying, Giannis, you're Giannis. He's your brother. There's a pretty big difference. Like, you are the mayor and the governor of Milwaukee and Wisconsin, and your brother's just like your brother. He's sick. Of course we love him on the team.
Genetics off the charts. Like, he's an athlete, you can tell, but he is not a basketball player. And I've known plenty of guys like that in my life. He's just not a basketball player. He doesn't know how to play basketball.
All right, let's go.
Dante. So Dante is such a crazy story. So obviously that Bogdan shit happened. And while it pissed me off in the moment, it's looking like that was a blessing in disguise. Because Dante's looking good. I like Dante.
When the trade went through, by the way, fuck Woj, by the way.
Yeah, fuck you, Woj. You're supposed to be a fucking, fuck you, Woj. I liked you.
When the trade, in quotes, went through, because it fucking didn't, I was actually very upset because everyone knows I love Dante. Because on Villanova, I was thinking like this Italian dude
killed my team. He killed my Michigan in the championship.
Damn right. And I mean, like for the first year and a half, didn't we like come together? I don't know if this is true, and I could be just talking out of my ass, but I'm pretty sure you and I came together and we're like, watch out for Dante like next year.
I knew he was cold.
Maybe we were joking. I don't really remember, but I fucking love Dante. He is so good.
He had a terrible bubble, and I don't know. Like I said about Wisconsin fans, Wisconsin fans have very, very short memories. Fans, I feel like this dude was one of the most hated players just because of the bubble. Yeah, and like I said, fuck the bubble. We disregard that from our head, except that Chris Middleton game. But yeah, I gave what did I give Dante? I gave Dante a B+. I like what he's doing.
B+ for me.
Okay, so now we're gonna go to a little bit. Okay, so these are my bottom three on the team. Besides, I don't know. We did DJ Wilson earlier, but I'm giving Forbes a D-. I fucking hate this dude. I want him off the team. Yeah, I want him off the team. I want him off. I don't like him. I understand this dude can shoot the basketball, but Jesus Christ, he's somehow more unathletic than Kyle Korver. It seems like he brings nothing defensively. His mustache pisses me off, dude. It looks like fucking pubes. I just hate Bryn Forbes. I don't like him. Prove me wrong. I hate Bryn Forbes. I hate him.
Yeah, I don't really have an opinion about him. I just know that you hate him, so I figured I'd let you take this one. My brother likes him, but he likes college Forbes. He doesn't like Bucks Forbes because
obviously, dude, DJ Wilson was a baller on Michigan, but I'm not gonna let that cloud my judgment to be that he's a dick NBA player. Just like Forbes is a literal piece of shit. I fucking hate Forbes, man.
I don't really hate him. Thank God, because I mean, you can handle Forbes, like go off, but I don't let him bother me as much as he bothers you.
I just think it's clear that John Horst said, "Oh, we lost George Hill. We want to bring in DJ Augustine." Made sense. It's clear that when we lost Korver, he said, "We're going to bring in this guy from San Antonio that shoots a high clip or shoots like a good percentage." And you know what? I'm not going to say this dude's a bad shooter, but there is no reason for this dude to be missing 15, 16-foot shot. Dude, he's another guy. I think he's played for the Spurs kind of on their downward trend. He ain't never been in the spotlight. Now he is in the spotlight, and he's fucking it up.
Maybe he'll get hot.
Fucking it up.
Maybe he'll get hot.
Dude, I'm not going to root against him, but he's getting to Deladova type fucking shit for me, where I really dislike this dude every time he's on the court. I just, yeah.
You do hate him.
Okay. Right. So now we're going to go to two of the, I gave him a D-, but then I'm just going to combine Merrill and Nwora because it's clear that these guys don't get a lot of minutes.
Yeah, they haven't really played a lot.
I give them both C's. Merrill had a big moment against the Heat when we broke the NBA record. That was a great moment.
10 games on the schedule in the NBA tonight. Oh, there it is. A three-pointer by Sam Merrill, and the Bucks have set an NBA record for made threes in a game. Performance by the Milwaukee Bucks. While you were away, Sam Merrill, the rookie out of Utah State, knocks down the 28th three-pointer of the game. Chris Webber,
Merrill's a wet piece. I can't wait to watch that dude shoot the rock in a couple of years.
Yeah, he's nice as fuck.
I mean, he's straight out of college, but he's going to be so wet.
But it's clear that both those are better than Thanasis. This is just another thing. And they don't get minutes, and that pisses me off. Okay.
I'm okay with Nora not getting minutes, by the way. We're not like high minutes.
Twitter, I think Twitter would disagree with you. Twitter really wants this motherfucker, and
I know.
They
just whatever.
Okay.
Great player, so okay if he doesn't see the floor. Yeah, continue.
That's our rankings. There's another dude on the team. I don't even know his name, to be honest. He hasn't played a fucking single minute. Oh, and I think we should discuss one guy I want to play is Torrey Craig. Torrey Craig has not.
I think he's still hurt.
Okay, this dude's gonna be big for us. He's Wes Matthews. He's literally Wes Matthews. That's what he is. He's gonna.
shit year, but yeah.
Yeah, but Wes Matthews last year, he's a great defender. He started on the Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals, and he can knock down threes, which is all we need. So
Yeah,
hopefully,
no, don't worry. He's still hurt right now. So
yeah. So I'm looking for. I think he's going to be bigger than people think. I think people are sleeping on him. Okay.
Mike, why don't you talk about how bad Giannis's free throws are? We'll go to that.
Okay, so
they're horrendous.
game.
I did. I went to the gym, shot some free throws, and I was thinking in my head, I was like, best basketball player in the world, 2 seasons in a row.
And it's clear it's
might be worse than us at free throws.
Dude. I can tell you put me in the NBA, especially you put me in an empty gym.
I mean, I was
not thousands.
Probably
in an empty gym.
Maybe.
In an empty gym, bro. I think I'm shooting 70, at least 65%. I don't think ever in my life since probably I was like 12, I've shot 1 for 10 on free throws. I'm being honest. I don't understand this.
It's fucking muff cabbage.
And the crazy thing is he's short. Great. He's short on it. And it's like in your head, and the thing is he'll nail threes. He'll nail 3 threes in a game. He goes 1 for 10 on free throws. That doesn't make any sense to me.
There's a chance Jason Kidd actually did fuck up Giannis' shot for him.
Oh, he did. And it's still fucking It's still Jason Kidd.
If he gives you one on a miss, then you only need a 2 to tie with plenty of time to push in transition. Just over 8 seconds remaining. Nets have no timeouts remaining. 8.3 on the clock. Jason Kidd and Tyshawn Taylor bumped. And there is some spillage on the floor. Taking a drink and whoa. Ice and cola.
I used to do that all the time on purpose if I wanted to talk to the team.
Really?
Oh, yeah, all the time. It's a great opportunity to talk.
Fucking hate you, Jason Kidd.
Mike, I always want to tell you, like, don't worry, things will get better. Giannis's free throws is something that it's very touchy subject around Milwaukee, but he gets to the line so much. That's the thing. If he literally makes like 10% more of his free throws, we win these games by 3 or 4 points. If he doesn't go 1 for 10, and he goes, we won the game, but if he doesn't go 1 for 10, let's say it's a game that mattered.
Mm-hmm.
Get that to 5 out of 10, 50%. That's all we're asking.
No, I'm asking for 70 like he did in his rookie season. He did that in his rookie season. He's gone down 10% each year.
Yeah, fuck Jason Kidd, but 1 for 10 is so bad.
Like I think Shaq, bro. Like I don't think did Shaq do that shit? Like 1 for 10's fucked.
And the thing is, like, I am in love with Giannis. He is the best player in the world. I will never stop saying he's the best player in the world because he fucking is. I can't wait for his free throws to improve, and I know they will. I promise that they will improve.
But the thing is like you hear this dude. He's literally in the gym working on his free throws, and it's clearly a mental thing, man. I think it's a mental thing.
If you ever played golf, you understand free throws are like putting. You miss a couple like really short putts, it just gets in your head. Giannis can shoot free throws. He's just going through some right now.
Man, and that Celtics one, bro, I fucking damn near punched a hole through my fucking wall. Hey, oh my God.
Stand your ground, kid. Giannis can shoot free throws. He'll figure it out. He's just going through a rough patch. All right, Mike, read this. What is this? What is this video? Who's sponsoring us today?
So, Ready Nutrition, man.
Oh, we're back with Ready.
Ready Nutrition, man. I know you're low on your Ready Nutrition. I'll make this quick. All you got to do is go on to Ready Nutrition, use promo code Bucks After Dark. You'll get 0% off all Ready Nutrition products. Let's go, Ready Nutrition. I'm still waiting on that fucking call. We need you. We need you. Okay. So I think we kind of I'll skip over. We talked about Drew enough.
Yeah, we did. We like Drew.
So it's clear we are a good portion through. We're about a quarter through the NBA season. I don't think it's clear any front runners yet, but I we're both gonna off the dome just rank our top 10 teams in the NBA.
And also,
So-
like, mine could be really bad, so don't roast me, viewers, because I don't trust the fact that we're only a quarter through the season, because we all know shit can change. Look at the Raptors; they're fucking cheeks right now. Maybe they'll turn it around. They're still the Raptors, but who knows?
So I'm gonna go on my number 10, and then you can go your number 10. 9. We'll do that. Number 10, I have the Denver Nuggets. I think they're one of these teams that they're kind of like the Bucks. They haven't made any big moves. And Jokic is a baller. Murray can ball.
I could agree with that, actually.
Yeah, so
I think it's a good
I
aspect.
like Denver. I
Because
like Denver.
I really
think they're a
like their
good team.
squad, and they're clearly a playoff squad, like no doubt.
Mhm. And I think the West is, people don't like to admit this, I think the West is pretty weak right now. I hear that the Lakers and Clippers, man, I don't think they're these unstoppable teams. And I could see a team like Denver possibly sneak into the finals in the next couple of years, but I got them at my 10
I mean, yeah,
right now.
they went to the Western Conference last year, so I could see it. They're a good squad.
So you agree? To 10, we got the Nuggets.
I love that pick.
All right, number 9. This is controversial. I got the 76ers. I got the 76ers at the number 9. They started off the season hot. It's looking like Seth Curry, that Doc Rivers dynamic, because isn't he fucking Doc Rivers' daughter or some bullshit? Something like that.
I saw something about that on Twitter. I don't really know if that's true, so I don't want to be the source.
No, it's something. It's definitely something. Seth Curry's definitely fucking someone's daughter, but that was a dumb quote. Whatever. He's fucking some NBA's daughter, someone in the NBA's daughter, but he's looking good. I got him in my fantasy basketball team. He's looking all right. Fuck fantasy basketball, by the way. 0-4 right now.
Oh, 76ers 9th. Okay.
Yeah. So you disagree? They've been cold lately.
I think this is going to be maybe my hot take. I'm going to go Phoenix 9.
I actually had Phoenix higher, but dude, Phoenix is I like
their record. Their record doesn't back you up, but I could see anyone that puts them like top 6 because
Chris Paul ain't letting that team not get home court advantage in the West. In my opinion, I think that team is gonna surprise people.
That's what I'm saying. I like the Suns this year. You kind of
so yeah. I actually had them at just coming in at my next pick. I think D Book needs to step up though, because he's had excuses the last couple years of why they aren't great. But he's got Chris Paul. They got an underrated Marquette man, Jay Crowder. Well, I'm glad he's off the Heat, because I hated him on the Heat, even though I love him as a player. So yeah, what are we at? 7 then? 7. I'm gonna surprise some people. I'm gonna go the Mavs. I think the Mavs. I don't think Porzingis is as good.
That's not that bad of a pick. They're still the Mavericks. Record doesn't back that up.
Yeah, I think Porzingis is I don't know. He didn't look good against the Bucks. He doesn't look great. So I don't know. Porzingis as a 2-man, I don't think the Mavs are ever going to be able to get it done. And I do think Luka doesn't look. He's elevated each year. I think this year he's kind of starting to, just even off. I think we know what Luka is going to be now. So yeah, and I love Trey Burke on that team. I love Tim Hardaway.
You're a big Michigan guy. So
yeah, so I fuck with it. I fuck with the Mavs. It's hard to hate on the Mavs, the Cubes and all that shit. Yeah, so I got them coming in at 7.
I have Philly at 7.
Philly
touchdown.
They were high for me, and then they looks like
because
kind of dropped off.
Yeah, what did they lose? Four straight, 4 in a row.
Yeah, so for me, I'm like, you lose 4 straight, bro. It's really hard for me to put you, high top 5.
Philly's chemistry kind of sucks still, and that'll never go away. So
Simmons, we can get pissed about Giannis all we fucking want. Simmons refuses to hit up, like, even attempt a 3, which is just hilarious to me. So let's keep that going, Philly. We like that. What are we at? 6?
Yeah, we are at 6.
All right. I'm gonna put the Boston Celtics here at 6. Boston obviously beat us off a bullshit shot. So I do think with Kemba coming back, I think the Celtics are another one of those teams that maybe one year will sneak out of the East. I still don't think Jason Tatum's that guy like we like to think he is.
Yeah, I still really have beef with Jason Tatum. I mean, I'm not dumb, so I'm going to say he's good because he obviously is. I just hate him as a Bucks fan.
Yeah, fuck Jason Tatum. But, I do respect the Celtics. I like Brad Stevens. For somehow I haven't gotten in too much beef with Celtics fans on Twitter. So whatever. So number 5, I think each 5 of these teams we can all say are contenders.
Oh, by the way,
this
my
year.
6, I'm going with Utah for my 6, but yeah, keep talking because we got a minute left and we have to start a new one.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. So I think these next 5 teams, if you told me they're going to win it this year, I would. All right. So Andrew, for my number 5, it's gonna be a shocker to some people. I got the Brooklyn Nets, and I think I have the same concerns a lot of people have with the Nets. As you know, like I was hating on Kyrie before it was mainstream to hate on Kyrie.
We can all agree it's chemistry. Chemistry is gonna fuck that team up. Locker room.
And by the way, prayers up for fucking Karis LeVert. That shit's really unfortunate. But I think if they really
and Jared Allen.
What?
And Jared Allen.
Yeah. Did you hear what happened to Karis LeVert?
I actually didn't know.
Oh, dude, they found like a mass on his kidney, man. So they don't know what it is. So
I did not know.
So that. He's not. Yeah. So he's not playing right now for the Pacers.
Oh, shit.
So that's fucking unfortunate.
Yeah. Prayers up to him. Hopefully, doctors figure that out.
Yeah. So, but yeah, for me, it's with the Nets. I think Harden. I hate him as a person, but man, the dude can fucking hoop. Durant has made it work with Durant made it work with Westbrook, and it's pretty clear that no one can make it work with Westbrook. So I just commend Durant, but it's clear Kyrie couldn't even function really with LeBron. So is he going to be able to come in here, and is he going to be able to accept the role as the third man, which I don't think he ever has. And that bench is maybe the worst in basketball. So I got him at 5. That obviously could fluctuate, but that's where I got him.
That definitely will, but towards the end of the season. But I got Boston 5, just because I'm still kind of impressed with what they're doing, like in the East against like big teams that they play. Nothing like dangerous. Like you said, you think everyone in the top 5 has a shot. They're like borderline, but I mean, they're going to be a good seed in the East. It'll be Bucks, Nets, Boston as probably top 3 in the East. I wouldn't even say Philly, but
see, here's another thing I think with the Nets, man. I think the Nets are going to do a lot of that load management bullshit. I don't know if their record will be as good as we think it will. I do think they're going to be a crazy threat in the playoffs, but I do think their record is going to be fucking insane.
I can see that. I agree with you. I can see them load managing a bit, but they'll win all the big games, I think, just because they're all, as long as they're all healthy. But yeah, I can see that. So I'll put Boston 5. Who do you do 4?
So I don't want to trigger anybody. I got the Bucks at number 4 right now. I got the Bucks at number 4.
Not that much of a hot take.
I mean, yeah, so I feel like the community's divided. Some think we're just the best. Some people think we're just terrible. Right now, I think I'm confident. I'd say there's like a 40% chance we could win it all this year. I really like this team. I think our bench is definitely lacking compared to last year, but we do have bright spots like Bobby. Fucking love you, Bobby.
Remember,
put up 100.
It's not a bubble.
Put up 100 pictures of Bobby right now.
We're playing. Yeah, please just give the fans some BP, daily BP. But remember, we're playing in the Pfizer, not a bubble. So that automatically gives the Bucks a better chance. And we all agree we need to pick it up a little bit, but we're still the greatest team on earth. We will. So was that 4?
Yeah. I'm starting,
okay,
and I have 2 teams in my head right now, but it's like, fuck, we need 3 more teams. So
let me do my 4 and 3, so that because you're one ahead of me always.
Oh shit. Okay.
I actually have Brooklyn 4, which isn't that much of a surprise.
Yeah.
Just for the same reasons why you have him 5. Chemistry is going to be a big problem, but I'll tell you what, I love KD. He's fucking sick. He's probably the greatest scorer of all time.
I'd say KD is literally. I'd say is the best player.
Yeah, KD. When I think of the Nets, I don't think of James Harden or Kyrie. I think of KD because he's fucking sick. He can easily maybe not easily, but he can bring Brooklyn a ring. I'm a firm believer. They're 4, but chemistry is a problem and load management. That was a good thought you brought up. 3, I go Bucks. Just because I'm still extremely optimistic. Don't forget, we have back-to-back MVP. We've lost some bad games this year. We've also won some good ones. We're sitting at 9-5. Not awful. 2 in the East. I like you said it best. Like, there was so much to like about that Brooklyn game last night, and there was so much to hate. But I was very impressed with how we played. I got Bucks coming in at 3. I'm not gonna lie.
Should we talk? I loved what you said in the group chat. Shout out to the fucking Buck group chat we got on Snap. But I was prepared. I was really fucking prepared to hear a lot of bullshit today. But then I hear, oh, LeBron choked against the Warriors, and then I hear, oh shit, my man sent 62 straight dick pics, bro.
Yeah,
not giving a fuck. So you know what? Shout out to fucking those 2 things for helping us not be, fucking getting railed on by the media.
Yeah. You got to remember, Mike, the narrative was written before tip-off started. If the Boston, who cares? It's just the regular season, right?
Dude, I thought Nathan Marzian put it best. He literally said, the Bucks win, doesn't matter. It's regular season.
But if the Nets win, they're the East favorite, right? Yeah. So whatever. It was a good game to watch, so I don't care. So that's
fun.
I got Bucks 3, and then there's only 2 teams left, really. You can pick for 2-1. I think we're gonna have the same answer here. Don't prove me wrong.
At the number 2, I got the Los Angeles Lakers.
Really? Wow.
Here's my thing. We look back. I'm not going to say it's not a real championship. I'm not going to say it wasn't a real championship last year. They didn't play the Bucks. They didn't play the Clippers. They beat the Miami Heat, which no discredit to the Miami Heat, but they literally went to 6 with the Heat without Adebayo.
The series against the Nuggets was a good win. The Nuggets were looking so good in the bubble.
I agree. And here's the thing. So obviously my number 1 is going to be the Clippers. And the Clippers win the matchup when they play each other. They win. And I think Kawhi is a better player than LeBron James at this moment. I just think and I don't know if that's a bold take. This is what I think.
I mean, I don't know if that's, it might be a bold take, but
the LeBron,
I don't know if I can say
LeBron
the same
sexuals
this year because LA, I mean, Lakers, they went off on signing this year, but last year it was clear the Clippers had the best bench. So I don't think that's the case now, but the Clippers bench goes so deep. It does.
Yeah, I think Harrell's overrated as fuck. I think that was
teams. That was geek.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, I got Clippers 2, Lake Show
Lakers
1 because I'm not going to get fooled by that corporate propaganda. It's the same thing as last year. Whenever I saw the Lakers lose, I was like, see, they're frauds. I did the same thing and people do, the Bucks fans. But I also have to remember, it's LeBron, it's the Lakers. They're going to win when it matters. When it comes to playoffs, they're going to be in the Western Conference Finals probably. So I'm not feeding into that corporate Kool-Aid. Keep sipping it.
But no, here's my thing. If you told me the Lakers, I'm not disrespecting the Lakers. I got them at 2.
Yeah, but
also, my thing is they've had some bad L's this year. That I didn't see them taking last year. They've lost to the Spurs.
Honorable mention also to Warriors just because Steph Curry, he's going to do great things this year.
It's crazy how it's just 3 years ago it was fuck the Warriors, and now anytime you see the Warriors win, it's aw.
Yeah,
Warriors won.
It's true. Actually, that is very true. That is.
It's cute when they win.
Yeah, Steph Curry's just leading them to the promised land. Obviously, they're not top 10 right now, but I would love to see them in the playoffs.
I think they'll make it. I think Steph heard all those motherfuckers talking shit. Bro, every single MVP can lead their team to a playoff even with a shitty team, but it looks like you can't. I think he took that to his mind. Said, Wiggins
personally, Jordan,
Wiseman.
You said that best. It doesn't really matter our 1 through 5s at all because all those teams can win. So it doesn't matter that we flipped LA teams. That was a great point. All of them can win. I actually threw Boston in there, but I'm firm believer of your comment. I do think it's a very competitive season.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, and hopefully, in a couple months, we can get hopefully, we can get into a fucking game. That would be crazy because, dude,
hopefully next time we make these rankings, hopefully it's a clear choice that the Bucks are 1. But yeah.
Well, and I also think once we get fans back, the Bucks are 1. There's no atmosphere
We
like
agree on that.
Fiserv. Holy shit.
Bucks love home games.
Yeah, so it's gonna be fun to watch, but I think that's gonna do it for this episode. We're back. We'll be uploading when notable shit happens, obviously. And I thought that
Don't worry,
Bucks
viewers,
Nets
we're
game.
back.
Yeah, and quick plug to the Twitter. The Twitter's popping off. So if this is your first episode watching, if you're from Twitter, hello. We upload kind of inconsistently, but thanks for tuning in. Shout out Gainer, like we said. Fucking shout out everybody who's been on the Twitter. My goal for this fucking year, we started off the podcast with like 10 subs first episode. We're at fucking 78. I want to just be at 100 by the end of season 2. Maybe season 3 get to 1,000. So let's try to get that shit to 100. That shit would be dope. But yeah, that's fucking.
Yeah, we like when you tune in. Go Bucks. Bucks and 6 as always.
Bucks and 6.
Sweet like candy cane. Drop the top, pop it, let it bang. Pop it. Drop the top, play hide and seek. Jump inside, jump straight to the lead. Take a sip, feel just how I be. On freeway, but no, ain't nothing free. Been lanes, been busting bills, but still ain't nothing changed. You in the mob, soon as you rock the chain. She caught the waves, just thumbing through my braids. Heat up, belly, I just heat up. DJ love, now the needed is a must. Feeling stuck, you know how to keep me up. Icy love, icy like a hockey puck. For this life I cannot change. Hidden hills, deep off in the main. M&M's, sweet like candy cane. Drop the top, pop it, let it bang. Pop it, for this life I cannot change. Hidden hills, deep off in the main. M&M's, sweet like candy cane. Drop the top, pop it, let it bang. All the ones, all the chains piled on the mantle. All the dogs, low creep right behind me in the phantom. Yeah, never go, dip on the set, stay Santana. Yeah, run it back, turn the lights on when I hit up Green Lantern. Yeah, fly the bras, fly the dogs down to Atlanta. Yeah, in the cut, in Medusa, lay low, yeah, I might be. Yeah, roll up, help me calm down when I'm moving high speed. Yeah, if I send one, need to text back, cause you know what I need. Oh, please.